Welcome to At the Disney Movies with the Hearts.
I'm Kelly.
I'm David.
And this week, it's Herbie's last ride, and Lindsay Lohan tags along because it's her last ride in fame, too.
That's right. It's Herbie Rides Again from 2005.
No, it's Herbie Fully Loaded.
Oh.
Herbie Rides Again is a different movie.
My bad. I wrote the wrong thing down.
I just threw you off with the last ride thing.
No.
Did you actually write that down?
I wrote the wrong thing down.
Oh my god. David, that's a different movie we have to watch.
Yeah, no, I know. But I just forgot which one was.
Oh my good Jesus Christ.
There is a legend with mysterious powers and a magical past. And when a family's in trouble, the one person who needs him most is about to unlock his secret.
Please take care of Herbie. Whatever your problem, he'll help you find the answer. Great fortune cookie on wheels. What's going on?
Herbie's magic will be unleashed on the world.
I have a lot of thoughts about this movie.
So do I.
What are
It's a star-studded romp.
Is that good or bad?
It's kind of good.
So, right? It's kind of...
It's not a bad movie at all.
It's better than it should be.
Oh, yeah. Way better than it should. And I still understand what's wrong with Lindsay Lohan. She's such a charming...
Okay, so this was...
I just don't get it.
So, jumping ahead a little bit, this was literally the beginning of the end for her.
Oh, no, this was the end.
Because she was apparently hospitalized after filming this movie because she was under so much stress and pressure, and then she started doing all these drugs.
Okay, yeah.
But then, no, it was 2 years later that she got caught for doing all the drugs. So this was like the beginning of her downward, like, oh, I'm too popular, now I'm going to start doing drugs.
Because she was...
Her face looked a little weird in this movie.
I didn't think so, but she was perfectly good, and she's a very charming young lady. Like, I don't understand...
I think that she just became too popular too fast, and
I guess.
Some people just can't handle it.
And she probably couldn't.
I mean, that's...
Because I'm not saying she's super talented, but she's not untalented.
No,
and she's hot, and she's got all the things. I just don't understand, like, how you could let it just go.
And it's just, the movie had more, like, famous people than I thought it did.
Well, because these people weren't that famous then, that's why. But this is star-studded.
It's very star-studded.
Justin Long and Breckin Meyer were nothing then.
I mean, but it has Matt Dillon.
Yeah, well, yeah, Matt Dillon and Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
And even the Cheryl Hines lady, she's pretty famous too.
Oh, well, yeah, but that was for Curb. I think that was way after
this.
Well,
no, I recognize her from something totally different. But she was in this movie called Waitress, which we should actually watch because it's really good.
Sure.
But it has a lot of famous people in it.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. It's star-studded.
And it was actually just better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I was actually really into it.
Yeah, same.
And I didn't think I was going to be. Here's my hot take. I was more into this than when we watched the original Love Bug.
Oh, yeah, totally. Absolutely.
I don't know why, but...
Well, no, the old Love Bug has a lot of boring points to it.
But then also the old Love Bug, I was a little bit harsh on because I looked back on it and I'm like, I want a Herbie suicide scene again. So this movie, you can't watch on Disney Plus. You have
at least not right now. I'm pretty sure you used to be able to.
No, I think that you're going to be able to. It probably was not...
No, I recall seeing this on Disney Plus before.
So you have to watch it on HBO Max.
At least right now.
Or you can probably rent it on Amazon, I'm sure. So HBO Max does not provide genres under its main page.
All right.
But I'm going to guess it's like family, sports... Probably.
Action adventure.
Yeah, something like that. Comedy. Herbie, the 1963 Volkswagen Beetle with a mind of his own, roars to life with spirited Lindsay Lohan behind the wheel in this comedy.
There you go.
That's it. That's all it says.
Spirited Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, I mean, she's
so spirited.
She's so spirited with her super short skirts and sassy heels that you would never drive a race car in, but whatever, it's fine. We're just going to ignore that.
I literally never even noticed a short skirt or heels.
Oh my god. No, literally the whole scene with Matt Dillon where she's like, oh, I'll drive your car. She just hops right in with her tiny skirt and these like ridiculous
at night,
heels.
Not on a racetrack with fake lights attached to the car because NASCARs don't have lights.
That's true. We talked about that in Cars. Yeah. So the director is Angela Robinson.
Yep.
And she's really not done a lot of stuff.
She's more of a writer, it seems like.
Yeah, she did something called Debs, Debs, which is a high school secret service show, something, I don't know.
And like something that's Professor Marston and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's
which
a
is a
newer
movie
thing.
that she wrote and directed. And then also she did some True Blood for Kelly.
Yeah, that's right. And she did several episodes of The L Word, which is another show that I enjoy. It's good.
Sure,
it's
sure.
A good show.
See, and the secret is that this movie is written by Tom Lennon and Ben Garant, who are in Reno 911.
Oh, really? Are they?
The guy with the short shorts and the mustache cop in Reno 911 wrote a ton of these kind of comedy movies throughout the 2000s.
Yeah.
Like, this is how they made their money to keep just doing other stuff. And Tom Lennon is the guy who was not the right-hand man to Trip, but like the advisor guy. I think he said it was his brother, the guy that was Larry. That's Tom Lennon.
Wait, so Matt Dillon's brother in this, that guy, he wrote this?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's been in a lot of stuff. Like
he's all over the place. He's in everything because I think he usually gets a part in most of the movies that he writes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So I mean, we talked a little bit about the actors, but we have Lindsay Lohan, obviously.
Yeah, who we've talked about before. I mean, Mean Girls, Parent Trap, Freaky Friday. Those are basically the only, and this are the 4 movies.
David, I'm really excited for us to watch the new Parent Trap with like super young Lindsay Lohan, Dad Dennis Quaid. Like, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, it'll be like a reunion of a whole bunch of things that we've watched.
Get the whole gang back together.
We're getting it back together, puppies. Who's the mom?
It is, what's the name of that lady? She was married to Liam Neeson. She died in that snowboarding accident or something.
Oh.
Natasha Richardson, that's her name. Blonde hair. She's
Is
very
she hot? Is she as hot as the other lady was?
Nobody's as hot as.
Okay.
That's like saying, oh, is she as good at basketball as Michael Jordan? Like, I mean, come on, just forget it. Like, nobody is as hot as the original Parent Trap mom. Like, let's forget. Come on.
That is true. And then we have Michael Keaton, who's the greatest of all time.
David is obsessed
Batman.
with Michael Keaton.
Batman. He was Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Batman. The best Batman.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, he's just like, I don't know, he's just Michael Keaton.
He was in Jackie Brown.
Yeah, he was in Jackie Brown, that's true.
But he was the best Batman.
The best Batman. Yeah, he was good. I mean, he just played like a dad.
Yeah, he didn't really do anything
No,
in this,
he really didn't do much. He was just like there to have his name
easily
on the
the worst movie he's ever been in.
And Matt Dillon, who I'm normally not a huge Matt Dillon fan. You know this. Like, I don't...
Also a huge Matt Dillon fan myself.
But he was actually really great in this.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
He kind of actually... I did kind of appreciate in this movie, they took a lot of things. They did, like, subtle nods to the original Love Bug.
Oh, yeah, all over the place.
And he actually did kind of a good... Like, to the original guy from the original movie.
He did do a very good Thorndike... not impersonation, but
it
like
was him, but being like, I thought he did a good job. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Matt Dillon's a legend.
Yeah, but I just normally don't care for him that much, and I actually thought he did a great job in this movie.
You're all grown up now. Too bad about Ray Jr. I mean, he's a heck of a nice guy, but I guess the racing gene must have skipped a generation.
No, that's not true.
My crew's got a nickname for him. What is it again, Crash?
In the way, Ray.
That's harsh.
And then we had Cheryl Hines, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and Kelly Says the Waitress.
Oh my gosh, such a good movie. No, she just plays like a sassy, like, side character in that movie, but it's really good.
And then we have Breckenmeyer, our hero from Clueless and Road Trip.
God. So that guy was in so many random movies.
He is, and he's great.
No,
he's super good.
He always plays the same guy.
Yeah. But he's good at being that guy. He's good at being himself.
Yeah. And then a very young Justin Long as Kevin. This is post Dodgeball, but pre Waiting. Yeah, it's right in that. So
it's peak, not even peak Justin Long, but like really when he was making himself. I'm Justin Long.
I love Justin Long.
Everybody loves Justin Long.
I think he's so funny.
When I was wait, what is this movie? When he came in, I was, what are we doing here?
No, have you ever heard him do impressions? Like, he's really good at doing impressions.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's also Kevin in F is for Family. which is really fun.
That's right. I forgot about that. Oh my god. I totally forgot he was Kevin in that show. No, he's...
You're not the boss of my stomach. My mouth is. Dick.
He's an idiocracy. I mean, come on.
He's a great actor.
You're talking about a guy who's been... He's fantastic. And he got to marry Drew Barrymore. I mean, you can't really do better than that.
He's your hero. It's
kind
fine.
of, yeah.
But no, he did a pretty good job in this movie. Like he
was great.
Yeah, no, his character was fine. And
you got any fun facts? Oh wait, no, wait. Hang on, before this, I really need to shout out the friend from college as being literally the best representation of a friend from college girl as you could get. That girl could be literally anybody. And that's perfect.
Okay. So here's my hot take early of what I would change about this. The whole college thing and the roommate, take that out completely.
No, I disagree.
No, it wasn't relevant to anything.
No, it was relevant to him, part of him not wanting her to do stuff and making an excuse.
You could have done that differently.
But no, this is like the whole small town. She got educated, so she shouldn't be racing. I think it worked. I think it really worked.
I disagree. I think they could have done without the whole college thing.
Kelly needs to know more dumb people.
Oh my god. Did you have any fun facts, David?
Oh yeah, I got lots of fun facts.
Oh, David's so fun today.
Yeah. One is that they digitally reduced Lindsay Lohan's big old titties.
Is that what you were laughing about? Because that's what I was laughing about.
No, that was what I was laughing about.
So that's what I was laughing about. And you were like, we're the best couple ever if we laugh about the same thing. But no, they thought she was too busty for the image they were going for, which I'm like, what image are you going for?
The skater girl.
Yeah, but
skater girls can't have big tits, Kelly.
Right, apparently. Because, Lindsay Lohan is very busty for her size. But yeah, I had that fun fact also. So, the stock car that Maggie sits in at Crazy Dave's has number 86 on it. Michael Keaton, who voiced Chick Hicks in Car, was number 86.
Yeah. I saw that. The $75 paid for Herbie was the same as in The Love Bug.
That's also what I had.
Yeah.
That they originally paid for Herbie. Did you have any others?
Yeah, that the Thorndike Special is in the Destruction Derby as car number 113. It's the one that he, hops over on his side. And that's the Thorndike Special car.
I love that part, actually.
Yeah. It's great.
Did you have any other fun facts?
No, that's it.
Should we race right through this movie?
There is going to be a good race to this movie because there's a lot of montages ahead of us.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Oh, well, just spoil one of the next parts. But yeah, obviously, one of my personal favorite songs.
Yeah, I know. So, I kind of forgot how to take notes at the beginning of this movie. I was watching, I'm like, oh, gotta take notes.
No, not me.
So we have Herbie Fully Loaded from 2005.
I got it right on this page.
Not Herbie Rides Again. So the movie opens with a bunch of a news headline montage from all the other Herbie movies, which the only thing I recognized was some stuff from The Love Bug, but also the bullfight from Herbie Goes Bananas. And I really enjoyed this little thing.
Of course. Yeah, you have to. I'm betting the over-under for You're Feeling Better Ocho drops in this episode should be around 6. Because there's a lot of opportunities for You're Feeling Better Ocho.
I kind of feel as though we're going to enjoy all of the sequel Herbie movies more than The Love Bug.
And Love Bug's not unenjoyable.
No, it's not. And I do enjoy it more now than I did at the time, I
think that's the thing with every Herbie movie, even though this might be the best one. Or this is going to be the one... No, I don't think I'm going to be later on be like, I don't like this as much. This is probably the best one.
I'm pretty sure nobody's going to think this is the best one.
No, Bananas is the best one. This is probably the second. This is probably this is the second best one, easily.
But we haven't seen the other 2 or 3 or whatever.
Isn't Rides Again the only other one we have to see?
There's Herbie Rides Again. There's Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo.
Oh, yeah.
There might be one other one.
No. Then Bananas, then this, and they haven't made another one.
But...
they should make another one. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Okay, so after all the crazy news headlines, we go to Crazy Dave's junkyard.
And we see Herbie he's fully automated now, and he does all the hits. He squirts oil, he makes faces, he hits people.
Yeah, because he's going to be crushed.
At people. Yeah, he's going to be crushed. So he tries to escape, and we see this new Herbie vision.
What?
Where we see his vision from the headlights. Yeah,
we're seeing what the car sees.
Which is the one thing that I hate literally the most about this movie is Herbie vision. I can't stand it.
It doesn't bother me.
It really bothers me.
It doesn't bother me.
The way that they put a little Vaseline around the edge of the lens, and that's Herbie vision, is irritating. So he tries to escape, and then he just dies there.
Yeah, he pops his tires.
Yeah, but for some reason they don't crush him right away. Whatever. And then we're introduced to skater chick Maggie
at her
college graduation, bruh.
Cool Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, super cool Lindsay.
Yeah, she's like skating in there at the last second. Her dad's like, yeah, rock on, I'm Michael Keaton. And he's got his race car driving gear on, because apparently that's the only clothes he owns.
Yep. And we find out that she's going off with her roommate to New York City for a job at ESPN.
But in a month.
As like an executive producer. Yeah, in a month. Which actually makes sense. I mean, you wouldn't go right from college graduation straight out.
Which that's a really good job to get right out of college. It was as executive assistant, by the way.
Well, yeah, that's an EOA, basically.
Yeah, but that's a good job to get right out of college.
Well, if you're hot like that, you're going to get that job.
Sure. Okay, sure. Not because she's smart or anything else that she...
Have you seen people on TV?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. I mean, you got to look the part. So, yeah, we're introduced to her NASCAR family. She has a dead mom, of course, because it's a Disney movie. You can't just have a mom.
One of the parents has to be dead. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. And her brother is like a really crappy race car driver. Like he keeps
Ray Breckenmeyer.
Yeah, he keeps crashing into stuff
for no reason. At that, he's the only car on the track, and he still crashes.
I don't get NASCAR.
So, that's what we didn't explain. This was at the peak of NASCAR becoming the fourth national sport that it never ended up becoming. This was the run up to peak NASCAR was like 2008 when it was on TV all the time. Everybody's like, NASCAR, yeah, bro. And then the Great Recession happened and it died.
I don't know anything about NASCAR.
I don't really either.
I know Jeff Gordon.
Everybody knows Jeff Gordon. But there was a 4 or 5 year run where NASCAR was making its push, and this was kind of like right at the beginning of it.
I just think it's funny that these different teams in NASCAR have different sponsors, like that they wear all over all their Did you catch the Viagra car in this?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, it was great. There was literally
that was a thing then.
Yeah, no, yeah. I know, but it was just funny for a Disney movie. I don't know. It was just...
Well, they tried to stick, other than Herbie, they got all real NASCAR drivers.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really strange, actually, that they were able to pull that off.
Yeah, they're at home, and she's like, oh, my mom's dead. Look at all these memorabilia posters. Oh, my grandpa was a NASCAR racer.
He was the best of all time.
Yeah. Peyton.
He was Dale Earnhardt. Wait, no, he wasn't.
So her dad says, I'm going to get you a graduation present tomorrow. You're going to pick it out. And
so he goes and gets her a junkyard birthday car present, which actually is kind of awesome. Getting a junkyard car is kind of fun if you're going to have it for a month.
Yeah.
Because junkyard cars are crazy.
Yeah. So they go to the Crazy Dave's junkyard, and... she's going around. She sees a
stock car
that she gets in, and she's like, "Oh, Maggie, blah blah." And they haven't really, we kind of skipped over it, but earlier when they're in the car, they drove past some tree that she apparently hit when she was in a car, and they didn't really establish that she used to do street racing at this point.
Right. I just thought that she was a bad driver and she hit a tree.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And so that was a little weak. That was a little bit of a confusing element, but
only for a minute.
Only for a minute.
The problem. Yeah. Because right here it clears it all up that she wanted to race.
Yeah. And so Herbie kind of maneuvers his way into her business because he sees that she's, into racing or whatever. And so she reluctantly purchases Herbie for $75.
Yeah, it crushed the Nissan she originally wanted to buy.
Which, what?
Yeah.
If you're going to drive a car for a month, drive the Volkswagen.
And then we got Skater Life again. Well, she's skating in front of Ocho, and for some reason that makes Ocho think that she's cool. While she's skateboarding, it makes no sense at all.
I don't know. He just watches her.
Yeah.
And she gets in the car, and then the glove box pops open.
And there's like a cryptic note.
Which, okay, I'm guessing that in a previous Herbie movie, somebody stuck it in there, probably.
So here's one of the things about this, which I still don't quite understand, is in one of the fun facts, I didn't write it down, but it said that this is the only movie that didn't have somebody that was related to Jim Roberts. But what about Paco? He wasn't related to Jim Roberts.
No, but here's the thing. So
was it because he got the car from the two douchebag guys?
So the two dudes, like the F- and the chin guy from Herbie Goes Bananas, I'm pretty sure they were in the Monte Carlo movie, and that's how they were introduced. And then whoever was in the Monte Carlo movie, I think, was in Rides Again. And I think so I think it's all connected, and this was the only one where there was nobody connected.
They should have had adult Paco give them the car.
Oh my God.
That would have been way better as the salvage yard guy.
That would have been so good.
Yeah, that's the change.
And he would have been like, "This is Ocho. He's a great car."
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
The fact that they don't call him Ocho just upsets me.
I know.
To no end.
I know.
That's all I call him. I don't care about her.
But so he's feeling better.
You feeling better, Ocho?
He takes her on a wild ride.
Yeah, and
they played the Love Bug music during this, which was great.
I know. It made me so happy.
Yeah.
I was like, do 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 do. And so Herbie just magically knows to go drive her to Justin Long because they were friends before.
Well, he's like a love maker. That's always kind of...
I know, but how did he know? I don't know.
It's magic. There's a lot of magic in this. So yeah, he almost runs over Justin Long. When this is where we meet Kevin and Maggie. And,
wait.
And everybody that re-meets Maggie is like, dude, you're hot.
Well, she probably was just kind of basic looking in high school. In F is for Family, isn't his name Kevin?
Yeah, I already said that.
Oh, but then his name is Kevin here.
That's what I was saying.
Okay,
He's Kevin in F is for Family because he's also Kevin in this movie. That's what I was saying earlier.
All right. No, he could definitely be a Kevin. Yeah.
And Kevin is basically this guy, but a little more amped up. A little more Bill Bird.
Yeah, so he's like, "Oh, you look good. I mean, good to see you." Pretty much. So the car is going kind of crazy, and
so they go on another wild test drive.
Oh yeah, because
he thinks that she's driving like she's cool.
Yeah, and she's like, "It's not me." He's like, "Oh, sure, it's the car." And he's like, "Let's go fix it up at this car show." And she's like, "No, I don't want to do that." But Herbie's like, "Beep, beep, beep, beep," and takes him down to the car show.
Yeah. So, and she runs into her old crew of fellas, and they're like, "Oh my God."
They're like, "Yeah, you look good." And it's like, okay. And they're
so she never came home in 4 years of college. You gotta come home in the summertime.
I never came home in 4 years of college.
Oh, that maybe explains something. That's why I didn't finish. No, I'm just kidding.
I came home for Christmas, but I didn't come home for summer.
That's what I'm saying. Is you need the summers to redraw funds and not pay rent.
I just worked.
Well, yeah, you need to work, but not have to pay rent.
Little known fact, I said, "Oh, should I come home?" And Mom said, "No, you have a job. You should work." So
yeah, that was a bad move on their part.
It was a Wendy's party all summer.
Yeah, exactly. Bad move on their part.
Anyways.
You come home and go to work at the King Henry's or whatever.
King Charlie's?
Yeah.
I did that. No, I did that also during different, like, Christmas break and stuff like that.
Right, but I mean, that's, you break off the college party scene by sending the kid home.
I don't know. Anyways. So, and then for some reason, so Matt Dillon plays this super douchey race car.
Trip Murphy.
Ugh, God.
He's awesome and he's perfect at it.
Could you come up with a more douchey name? Trip?
I think that was the point. I think they were trying to do the maximum amount of just, are you kidding me?
And he's giving away copies of his video game or something.
Yeah, to his local fans.
Yeah, and, that's right, because Lindsay Lohan goes under the thing and Herbie squirts her, so she has to put on the race car outfit that Kevin found.
Yeah.
She's Max. And nobody can see her face, so they don't know that she's a chick, even though you can see her tits, but whatever.
Yeah,
it's
her
fine.
magnificently gigantic tits.
She's very obviously a chick, but
Yeah,
it's whatever. You know, especially when we get into this race scene, because everyone's like, race. Oh, that's right, because she gets in the driver's seat, and Matt Dillon's character made some sort of crappy comment about Herbie, so Herbie takes it upon himself to scratch the side of his car with the mirror.
Yep, and then everybody's like, race, 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 race. And then we get the race with the Born to Be Wild for like the 18th time in a movie we've watched.
Basically, this is the part that I was like, what? Because Matt Dillon's character knows Lindsay Lohan's character. He saw her face during the race. Her visor was up.
We think that. It wasn't up. They just made it clear enough to see through the visor so we could see her face. But he doesn't see her face.
Oh, see, I thought he saw her face, and that's why I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
We saw her face, but he didn't.
Yeah, and Herbie, by imitating Lindsay Lohan's skateboarding, jumps up on the guardrail. That's normal. This is normal. Yeah,
it's totally normal. Yeah, this is normal. And somehow, instead of losing speed on the guardrail, gains speed and wins.
Disney magic.
Nothing's touching the ground, but you're still gaining speed.
Trip just can't handle it. He's freaking out.
He loses his mind. He completely loses his mind.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you're a, global NASCAR champion and you lose to a VW bug, I mean, that's pretty embarrassing.
Well, I mean, it's impossible, but yeah.
David, it's Herbie.
It's Herbie.
Yeah, he's just that good.
It's the Herbie. He did it.
You feeling better, Ocho?
They're the winner. Trip smashes something.
Yeah, he can't handle it. So they go home, and this is where Herbie sees the yellow bug for the first time. It's, what's her face? Sally, the Bass Pro Shops lady who's sponsoring their team.
Yep.
It's her car. And Michael Keaton, her dad, is all mad because he sees the footage
of the street racing. He's like, oh, you promised me. And she's like, yo, dog, it wasn't me, it was Max.
Right. And he's like, oh, okay, I understand. Not even,
But the dad does not want her to race no matter what. She can't race because she's a broad.
Which, okay, just here's my hot take for that. He's being a dick.
He is.
And later it comes to a head. I can't with any of that. It's really stupid.
Yeah. So then we get the Trip commercial where he's obsessed. He was up all night about the thing. He's just freaking out. He's legitimately freaking out.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, though.
And he's like, I want a rematch. I'm going to exterminate this bug.
I'm going to exterminate this bug. That's a good... So he's going to host a 2-day racing tournament where essentially as bait to get this bug to come in, and
it's you race to get a chance to race Trip for 10K.
Yeah. So then we get because she goes to Justin Long to Kevin, and she's like, blah, 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 blah.
They see the ad, and then we get a montage of them fixing up Herbie, flirting like a drive-in movie.
Yeah, Herbie looks fresh and clean, and...
It's fresh and clean.
Well, during this montage, though, this is where I first was like, yeah, this movie has kind of the same, like, fun stuff that the original Love Bug had, and Herbie Goes Bananas had. Like, it was a fun montage. It's fun,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it showed a lot of stuff. It was fine. It was fine.
Secretly, a really great part of the movie. When they go to the racetrack and Herbie sees the yellow bug again, and we get the Lionel Richie, hello, is it me?
That's a little later.
Oh, that was...
Oh, no, that's right.
I don't know why I thought this part was so funny, but I really enjoyed it, because Herbie's all about this yellow bug. Even though other cars aren't like Herbie, so they don't know anything.
The only thing that we skipped a lot of things, but the thing that we skipped that I want to, like, point out is that Trip has this evil scientist layer.
Oh, yeah.
That you just can't really skip over. I mean, that's insane.
Like, we're a dude who's been in a million movies, so I don't know his name, but he's all, I looked at all the specs. There's no way this bug could beat your car. Right. And it's like, well, you don't know what's under the hood.
Well, no, there's no way. It's just not possible.
Disney magic.
Yeah, that's the only way. And then, so we get to the race. They reveal the new and improved Ocho.
And Justin Long is all trying to get Long with Lindsay Lohan. He's like, I got something to tell you. Oh, never mind.
But Trip wants to meet Max face to face. He tells them that. And then there's a big race montage where Herbie has instant fans. There's somehow people with Herbie painted on their bodies.
I really liked that part, actually. So yeah, there's a montage of Herbie moving.
And then that's when we get to the hello scene, is after this. After Herbie wins.
Oh, I guess I skipped over that.
You skipped over a lot, that's what I'm saying.
Sorry. I was just really into the movie. What can I say?
Yeah. And this is where Kevin gives her the Ocho necklace.
Oh, yeah, this is where Justin Long's trying to get Long. Okay.
Right. So now and they almost kiss, but Trip interrupts them. He's like, hey, you want to drive my big dick car? You're the next great Peyton.
Yeah, this is where she has the super heels and the tiny skirt, and I'm like, okay, and she just hops in like
I just didn't even notice.
So, you know how race car drivers don't open the door, they just get in through the window? She literally gets in through the window in her heels and tiny skirt and starts driving away. I'm like, no.
Well, the thing is that he's way bigger than her, so she probably could.
No, you're not going to drive a car in those heels. Sorry,
well, you'd have to take the heels off. Well,
but she didn't, because later when she hops out, she just hops on out.
With how much taller he is than her, she would probably have to have heels to drive it. But whatever.
She moved the seat. Hello.
You can't move a seat in a race car. So remember later on when they were all putting the wheel on the car?
Yeah.
The reason that is because you can't. The race car is meant exactly for you. You can't get in a race car with the steering wheel on. You have to be able to clip it on after you crawl in the car, because that's how tightly...
You seem to know a lot about NASCAR.
No. This is just race cars. Not NASCAR. Just race cars in general.
Sure. David secretly stays up at night and watches NASCAR. Turn left! I gotta turn left!
If I was going to watch a racing, that's not what I would watch. I would watch rally
racing.
Or something. Yeah,
rally racing is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, left up here. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
no. I don't like NASCAR at all. I don't think I've watched 5 minutes of NASCAR in my entire life.
Oh, so then she drives away in his car, apparently. Totally safe.
On the road, which you can't drive a race car on the road. You wouldn't be able to keep it on the road. They're too powerful.
It Disney magic.
Yeah, Disney magic.
And in the meantime, we get a call back to the original Love Bug where Thorndike is messing with Herbie, and this guy is trying to mess with Herbie pretty much in the same way.
Yeah.
But Herbie's shooting him with oil, doing all this stuff, and he's blah, 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 getting hit in the head, and it's, it's a good, I enjoyed this.
The main difference is that Thorndike is actually able to damage Herbie, and he is not able to damage Herbie. The only damage that comes to Herbie is Herbie's hurt feelings about them trading pinks for the race tomorrow.
Okay, Herbie, get it together. You could just win, and then it wouldn't be an issue.
Well, yeah, it's really a vote of confidence in Herbie, but Herbie's jealous that she might be driving a stock car instead of him later on.
Isn't that what happened in the original Love Bug, where he beat the crap out of that nice car? Remember? Yeah. So we get the big race, and, they're going and going and going, and then...
And then Herbie hits the brakes at the very end so that...
Stupid Lindsay.
Dude could win. No, Lindsay doesn't do it. Herbie does it.
No, because she's like, come on, Herbie, I gotta win that stock car.
Oh, yeah. That is stupid, but she doesn't know really yet. And then we reveal, oh my god, it's Maggie. And now it's over for Maggie.
Yeah, her dad's all pissed off at her for lying. He walks away. Kevin's all like, how could you do that to Herbie? Blah, 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 blah. So he's mad, and then...
he's like, you should apologize to Herbie, not me.
He's not wrong.
And then she wants to buy Herbie back, but it's too late. They took him to the demolition derby.
Oh my god. Okay.
Which is a great wrinkle.
Love this part so much.
With the old guy?
Yes. No, just all of it.
That old guy's been in everything.
I don't know anything about that old guy. But, yeah, no, is that actually what Demolition Derby is? Just cars just like...
You've never been to a Demolition Derby?
No.
Oh my god, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Maybe we should go to one sometime. That looks like a lot of fun.
Well, we just need to go to one of the outlying counties, but it is an absolute... I am shocked. I've been to like 30.
I've never been to one.
Oh my god. You grew up...
They're not a thing here.
Yes, they are. They're all over the place. Your parents just didn't take you to them.
Yeah, no.
I went to... Oh my god, I've been to so many.
Well, maybe you can take me to
It's so much fun to just watch these cars crash into each other.
Good for you.
My name's Jimmy D. This here's my place, and that there car belongs to me.
How much to buy him back?
If he comes out of this thing in one piece, I'll just give him back to you free. How's that?
Because Herbie's out there, he's getting smashed, and then Maggie's all, oh, I'm going to save Herbie.
Yeah, and run out there, but she would die immediately.
Yeah. And so she's able to get into Herbie because he does some sort of backflip magic and gets her in through the sunroof.
Yeah.
And saves her. I don't know. And so there's a scene where she's racing and the big truck is chasing her, and
that's the only thing that's unrealistic is you would never have a monster truck in a demolition derby because that's stupid.
Well, it doesn't matter because Herbie goes off a ramp up in the air and then decides to drop on top of the monster truck like a freaking
and kills it.
Wrestling match or something.
No, that's totally what it was. This was professional wrestling. It was great.
And what I think that even the crowd was like, pile driver or something.
Yeah.
And the monster truck falls apart. Lindsay Lohan drives away. Oh, yay, everything's cool.
And then she drives Herbie back to Kevin. Herbie falls down. And then we cut to the scene where Ray wrecks. He's got an eye problem. Let Maggie race. And Dad's like, no, bro. No. You look too much like your mom, bro. You can't race, bro.
I hate this part. So yeah, literally, his whole thing is, you look like your mom. I can't lose you too. Like, and she's even says, is it because I'm a girl? I can't race? That's exactly what it is. Her dad's being a like.
Yeah. The whole time Ray should have gone to college and she should have been driving.
But really.
Yeah. He f***ed up a little bit.
Yeah, I know that part is her dad's a dick. Like, ugh.
So then Ray decides that Maggie's gonna race, and Maggie's like, I'm not gonna race unless I'm racing Herbie.
And okay.
So their whole race crew fixes Herbie overnight with the working on the weekend.
David, the Working for the Weekend song, I think, is probably the most montage song in any movie ever.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
They use it in so many montages.
Yeah.
It's the most montage-sounding song ever.
It's pretty great. It's a great song.
Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants
Want a little piece of my heart.
Dun, 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 dun.
You better start from the start.
Yeah, so they soup up Herbie.
You feeling better, Ocho?
And when they go to the racetrack, we get the Jeff Gordon cameo.
So I couldn't remember his name. I said
Jeff
NASCAR
Gordon.
dude. Yeah, no. I couldn't remember his name, though. I was like, I know who that guy is, but I can't remember his name.
Okay, so I'll cut this part out. But have you seen that commercial with the lady where Jeff Gordon goes in for like a quote driving test, and the lady has no idea that he's Jeff Gordon?
Oh no!
And he just starts driving insanely because he's Jeff Gordon, and she's freaking out. And then it's pretty good actually.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Jeff Gordon's like, that car just winked at me. And the other NASCAR guy, who's probably some famous person, is like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, no, that car winked at me, which I thought this part was actually kind of cute.
It is. And then the dad, so they go through the race. It's race time. The dad sees her on TV and he's like, oh my God.
But here, okay.
And then Trip's like, it gets nasty out there.
Yeah, he's gross.
Yeah, he's great.
Matt Dillon's. I just want to say, so all of those newspaper clippings, racing montage at the very beginning of the movie, you don't think someone...
Oh, that's Ocho.
...would recognize... But that was the only part that, like, this was really bothering me. Because
same.
They made such a point at the beginning of him being this racing legend who had a fall.
But nobody remembers Ocho at all.
Somebody would have recognized him. Someone.
I would go ahead and say with racing, everyone... Because the racing community is totally different than the rest of society.
Yeah.
They know everything about racing.
Yeah, like somebody would have known. But,
everybody.
And I wish they kind of would have done that. Like they would have been like, one of the announcers would have been like, I think that looks like... Blah, 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 blah.
That looks like Ocho.
Yeah, like that could have been a cool tie-in, but they missed opportunity.
Would have been great.
Go Maggie, go! They start racing, and she's all like, there's just a lot of race montage, basically.
Yeah, and eventually, somehow, her dad shows up, and he's helping. I'm helping.
Mm-hmm.
And then her car engine starts to leak, and they duct tape it.
Well, no, they get from the yellow bug, from Sally's bug, they get that one and duct tape it in there.
Yeah, which is just flat out ridiculous.
Well, but even more ridiculous, back to the racing, she's right behind Matt Dillon's car, and then all of a sudden Herbie goes up on the side of the fence.
Yeah, well, as Herbie's getting bashed by the bigger NASCAR, he goes up on the fence. Trip flips over and wrecks a couple cars behind him. Herbie does a 360 in the air.
Something like
lands
that.
on his feet, and she wins.
Yeah, I mean, Disney magic.
And then Trip is basically getting 5150 because the car is winking at him and smiling at him. So they're going to make him do a mandatory 72-hour stay in the psych hospital.
Look, listen to me. That car is possessed. It smiled at me.
Kevin and Maggie gonna I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah, they're all about each other now, apparently.
And then Herbie is getting it in with the little yellow
there's like
young car.
Okay, there's some weird scene at the end at Sally's house.
The very last scene.
At the Sally lady's house, which I'm like, is Michael Keaton?
No, it's Michael Keaton's house.
Well, whatever.
He's giving him the "this is my house, my rules" speech.
But is the Sally lady, like, are they going to get together?
They are. I as far as I can tell, Sally and Michael Keaton were banging the whole time and nobody was talking about it.
Like they were secretly.
Yeah, like she was the sponsor, but they were actually banging the whole time.
But yeah, so then there's like car sex, basically.
Or car statutory rape.
Yeah.
However you want to look at it.
Yeah, even at one point Lindsay Lohan says, she's too young for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the bug is probably about 5 years old and the other car is 42 years old.
More than 42. Let's not talk about
1963.
that. Let's not talk about 42-year-olds and 5-year-olds. That's going to a bad place.
It is.
What was your favorite part, David?
I had a hard time with this because it's not that I don't like the movie, because I do like it. I just, picking out a favorite part was weird. I really like the street race. I really thought that was funny. Especially his reaction to the street race.
I do love the Herbie Trip street race.
Yeah.
I had that on my list. I gotta go with Demolition Derby.
Demolition Derby is very good. That was probably third on my list.
I enjoyed that a lot. And
then, so for me, the other part is just Trip being crazy in general is highly enjoyable throughout the movie.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah, I really like that. I love Matt Dillon.
I know. I also enjoyed the first time Lindsay Lohan got inside of Herbie and they were driving and she's like, "Oh, what's happening?" Like, I just enjoy that.
Well, that's what I mean. She's a charming. Like, it doesn't make sense why she can't.
Because she got into too much drugs. That's the problem.
But still, she got into too much drugs that she can't just be a regular actress now. Well, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, apparently she's difficult to work with.
Or is she just not charming anymore?
I think that she's just difficult to work with.
Well, you can be difficult to work with, but if you're charming and good enough, which it seems like she should be, but maybe she's not. Maybe she just lost that charm. I don't get it.
She probably did. She went crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
And I know you don't like it as much, but I do like when Herbie Vision, when he sees the yellow bug and the Lionel Richie hello.
Well, that scene is great.
I really enjoy that part because I like that song.
Yeah, no,
that's ridiculous.
No, it's great. It's absolutely great.
And where his antenna shoots up like it's a car boner. Like, come on.
It's totally what it is.
It's ridiculous. Regular old Donald Duck, 3 Caballeros over here.
Yeah. For songs and music, obviously working for the weekend. But this is really kind of a precursor to what's going to happen to Disney movies. This has, 10 popular songs in it?
Oh my god.
With like Van Halen Jump, Born to Be Wild.
More than a feeling.
I mean, this is like the future of movies. This
Walking on Sunshine.
This tells the tale of what's going to happen. Preview of how they're going to make Cruella.
Well, I mean, it was 2005, so it's still like.
But there was no movies that were made with just a banger soundtrack like this with old songs. Like, this is unique for the time.
But I do love that they use the original Herbie music at that part.
Yeah, absolutely. That was very important to me liking this movie.
That was during the first Herbie Drive part. Yeah. No, that's part of why I like that so much. They just did a lot of really good nods to the original in a really good way. Like, I'm just shocked that I liked this movie so much.
So what did you think about the main character? our skater racer girl with
Dad,
a U.
I gotta race. You can't stop me. I mean, it's a very stereotypical, you can't stop me. I gotta do it, Mom or Dad. Oh, my mom's Dad. You look like your... it wasn't exactly original in any way.
No.
But I mean, it's just Lindsay Lohan being Lindsay Lohan. She kind of plays the same type of character every time she does anything.
This is kind of the best she did at being that character, though. It was way better than Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday was...
Well, Freaky Friday was all about Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean...
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Our villain, I mean...
Tripp, who made the movie.
He was pretty good, actually.
He was great. Well, he's great. Matt Dillon is great.
Well, I, again, don't particularly care for Matt Dillon in general, but...
But this is why you can see why he's great. He made the movie work.
Correct, sir.
Yeah, no, he did a pretty good job. It was cheesy, but it all fit in.
It's like more ego trip.
But it fit in with the whole Herbie kind of cheesy...
It did.
Like,
it worked.
It really
he
did.
made it work.
Did good.
And then our side character, Kevin, the mechanic with a heart of gold.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed his character.
Michael Keaton, the dad with a heart of gold.
He didn't really do anything.
He was fine.
Charisma, their college roommate.
That looks literally like every college roommate you've ever seen in your life.
Whatever, I just don't get it. Whatever.
The sponsor lady with a heart of gold.
Shelley.
Yeah. Ray, the brother with a heart of gold.
Everyone's just got heart of golds, apparently, according to David.
Have you not been listening to the last 10 or 20 episodes?
I know.
Okay. That's intentional.
Yeah.
The cinematography is fine. There's some of the stuff that they did that was intentionally messy.
Well, but it has the perfect amount of cheesiness that a Herbie movie deserves.
And that's what the lady was going for, which is really smart on her part.
Yeah, no, it was the original Love Bug. It has so many wackadoodle, like, almost slapsticky kind of...
Oh, there's plenty of that slapsticky shit in this. Everything that Herbie does when he oil slimes somebody or throws something at somebody is...
Here's the thing.
Redonkulous.
The original Love Bug had almost less of that than, like, Herbie Goes Bananas.
Are we sure about that? That had a lot of it in it.
No, because think about Herbie Goes Bananas, where it had the whole scene where he's on the boat and he's, messing with the guy with the turkey and the whole thing.
Yeah.
And this had a lot of it, because when we talked about the original Love Bug, it didn't have as much. We talked about that. It didn't have as much as...
Yep.
So it was the perfect amount of cheesiness.
So, my biggest surprise for this movie is, who let the stars out? Who let... what the hell? Why are there so many stars in this movie? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I'll agree with that. That was a surprise for me, too. I didn't know Justin Long was in this. I didn't know Michael Keaton was in it. No idea. I just was surprised that it did such a good job of nodding to classic Herbie. I don't know. I agree. I think I was just... I had an overwhelming sense of surprisedness.
Yeah, I agree. But my one disappointment was Herbie Vision. Do better than Vaseline on the lens. I mean, come on. Give me something.
I had no problem with Herbie Vision.
I'd rather have been like LiDAR or radar or something.
I had no problem with it. It's fine.
Any notable quotable lines, Kelly?
I'm gonna wipe that bug off my windshield from the Demolition Derby.
I'm gonna exterminate this bug.
That was my second one.
Of course. And so, would you do anything with the remake?
Yeah.
I figure like you would.
Yeah, I kind of already said I would cut out the whole college thing completely, and they could have just been, I live in small town, like I work at a diner or something. I don't know.
No, I think the college angle really works. I
disagree.
I couldn't disagree with you more on this.
That's fine.
Which is fine. Yeah, it is fine. It's fine.
I just think it would have been better.
As far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't actually change anything about this movie. I think that you just should leave it alone because it's pretty good. So for final thoughts...
Not bad. Not bad at all.
It's entertaining.
I remember seeing the trailer for this and thinking, oh, nobody's going to watch that.
yeah, exactly.
Like, losers. But it was an enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this film.
So, did you get a budget for it?
$50 million.
Yep, and what about the gross?
$144 million.
So it did just fine.
Yeah.
Now, this is the part that I've been just dying to know this entire... Like, most of the time, I'm not dying to know what your rating was, But this time I've been absolutely dying to know what your rating is.
You're dying?
Yeah.
You're dying
I
inside?
need to know.
Mm-hmm. I need to know. Like Mark Anthony level need to know?
Yeah.
So, I gave this movie a 77%.
Oh, shit,
because
son.
It's, so 70% is like average. It's above average. I just enjoyed it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Wow. Okay, that's crazy. I thought I was going high, and I very much enjoyed this movie. Don't get me wrong. This is a good movie.
Okay.
I gave it a 65%.
What can I say? I really liked it.
I also really liked it, but I'm not mad at your 75. Like, I could have easily given it, or 77. I could have easily given it that score.
Here's the thing. I was very enjoyed by the acting. I was enjoyed by the story. It was cheesy in the right amount of cheesy. Like, I just really it was an enjoyable movie watching experience.
Can you, honestly, I mean, obviously Herbie Goes Bananas is better, but we rated it 50 points lower.
David. Okay.
But it's better.
You know,
but do you think that really, honestly, that one of the other two is going to be better than this?
I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that
this is a good movie.
So Herbie Goes Bananas, just as a callback, the scene at the end where she's trying to be all sexy and the captain is like, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and he pushes Cloris Leachman out of the way for the boat. That is forever one of my favorite scenes in movie history.
But I mean,
ever.
okay, so really,
or just how thirsty Cloris Leachman was for the captain in general.
That's what I mean. If we had watched Herbie Goes Bananas today,
it'd be totally different.
It probably would have got about a 95 from me and a 92 from you.
So amazing.
It's just one of the best movies we've ever watched. Easily.
Yeah,
easily.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
But this was good, though.
Funny. But this is a good movie.
I enjoyed it. I was all about it. I was like, yeah, go, Lindsay, go.
So what do you think the Rotten Tomatoes score for this movie is?
It's probably really bad. I don't think this movie got good reviews. I think it
did, and I don't understand why. Because the Rotten Tomatoes score with critics is 40%, and with the people, it's 38%.
What the hell?
I feel
Are we crazy?
No, I feel like they're crazy. I think this is one where everybody got it wrong. Maybe it's a lot of reviews from at the time when everybody was like, Lindsay Lohan, bruh. And they didn't actually watch the movie or, like, pay attention because...
Well, and I think also... because we've seen maybe the original Herbie and Herbie Goes Bananas, we have a little more appreciation for some of the history behind it.
Sure, but...
And people that went to see this probably just went, oh, Lindsay Lohan, cool. And they went and saw it and they didn't really know the history.
But if you saw this and you were like, Lindsay Lohan, cool, it still should have been good because Lindsay Lohan was good in this movie.
I don't know. That's fine. I'm not surprised. I mean,
I'm not surprised, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. It made money... It's a good movie. If anything, they screwed up by making her tits smaller.
I mean, that's just an odd...
So now, it's time for Kelly's favorite part of the podcast.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared, Kelly.
I am.
Because this time, we got number 178.
Oof. Is that in the 80s?
No.
70s?
No.
90s?
Early 90s.
I'm kind of given up at guessing at this point.
Yeah, which is hilarious to me because you have no idea what the timeline for the numbers are.
Early, I don't pay attention to anything. Early 90s. I mean, I have no idea.
So, at number 178 from 1992, The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh boy.
One after Aladdin. Yeah, very close. But we didn't make it.
I've 100% seen this like 25 times, so.
I feel like I haven't seen it, but I also feel like I kind of have.
I mean, okay. You know the story of A Christmas Carol, obviously.
Yeah, no, I know. And I think I've seen parts of it. I don't think I like this movie, which...
That's fine. You don't have to like it. I mean,
No.
it's fine. It's
No,
a good
no.
Christmas movie, but it's not
But I
Christmas
feel
time.
like it's almost exactly the same thing as Muppet Treasure Island, where you know the story, and it's Kermit the Frog and characters, and do you like it or do you not? I mean, it kind of comes down to the execution. I hope it's good. I think personally... I don't think I like any of the Disney Muppet stuff except for if maybe they did Muppet Babies, but I don't think they did.
No.
I think I don't like anything Muppet after Disney got them.
I mean, this is one of those movies that's fun to watch at Christmas time, but it's not Christmas time. So.
Oh no, this is Christmas in
September
baby. So next time we'll be watching,
because I definitely watched this during Christmas last year.
Muppet Christmas Carol. In the meantime, if you'd like to send us an email at thedisneymovies@gmail.com, if you'd like to interact with us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, at the Disney Movies.
Please like, subscribe, share. If you enjoy this podcast, please leave us a review. We'd really appreciate that.
5 stars on that review.
Yeah, well, however you feel, but 5 stars is...
No, don't. If you're not going to leave 5 stars, just don't bother.
I mean, if you hate us, just write us an email directly and tell us how much.
Yes,
because
please, please.
makes David so happy because he loves to read those, quote, you forever.
Yeah, those kind of things make me very happy.
But, if you're going to put it out on the whatever your podcast platform is, 5 stars. But please leave us a review. That really does help. We really appreciate it. And, yeah.
Yeah. So, this has been At the Disney Movies with the Hearts.
I'm Kelly.
I'm David.
Bye! Muppet Christmas Carol.
One off from Aladdin.
Oh, were you so sad?
Yes.
Because you haven't watched Aladdin forever and you want to watch it?
I just want to do Aladdin.
I know I do too.
But tomorrow we're going to do a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Hey!
Look at that spider on the thing.
You get it, David. I don't like that.
No,
David, I don't like it. Get rid of it. No, don't do that. You're going to knock it down. It's going to climb on me. I hate it.
Now it's gone.
Great. Now it's going to climb on my feet. Thanks a lot.
What do you think? There's no spiders in here?
Oh, it's on the table. Get it, David. I hate it. Did you get it?
Yeah, it's in many pieces now.
Okay. David, I hate it.
Yeah, I got it.
It was a really gross one.
Yeah.